This hairband is so pretty, easy and very quick to make. Okay, the second hairband I'm making, if you watched a little while ago and saw my YouTube video on shortening crochet trousers, this was the bottom of those legs of the trousers. This one I was going to use for the band of a hat to go with it. Very simple, because I'm just going to wrap it round, little tack stitch in the back. That was it. However, the other piece I want to make a hairband with. Now you'll see where the seam of the leg was, you'll see there's like a join, an overlap on this one. So what I did on this one was I trimmed it so that I only got one layer of this overlap. You see, this is what I did. See how it comes undone? Stitching comes undone. So I opened it up and I cut that off so that I could just layer it like this. So I layered that piece behind the main bit of pattern so that you couldn't really see, rather than have this obvious kind of stalk of seam in the middle. So that's what I've done, and this is a really simple one. There's no elastic involved because it is a little bit stretchy. All I need to do is fit it to my head and then take the width in with some hand stitching and sew the two ends together, and that will be my headband. So I'm going to have a little go at that now and I'll show you that. I'm just going to cut it to the length now of my head. Okay, it seems that if I just cut this end off and the other end, which I've cut off, that will be enough. Now, if you remember from the video I did on altering the crochet trousers, it's not true crochet. It's manufactured fabric that looks like crochet. If it was true crochet, I wouldn't be able to cut it off like that because it would all unravel. So that seems to be the right length. That's the outside, that's the inside. Okay, right. The first thing I need to do is connect these two sides together. Now I'm going to turn it right side in and I'm going to hand sew it. I could do it on the machine, but I've decided to just hand sew it. I'm doing edge to edge because that's going to be a neater finish. Just hand sew it. Hold on. Let me get the two edges together. Just put a little pin between the two. And I'm going to hand stitch this. Is a really simple one. But it will match some of the crocheted things that I'm wearing. And neutral clothes. That's it. Okay, sewing like this, edge to edge on this kind of crochet type fabric will give you a kind of a seamless finish. You could do it with lace, particularly stretch lace, to make a hairband. Right, so now on the right side, all you see is that it's connected edge to edge. But what we need to do is bring this in, tighten it in, because behind your ears, you're not going to want it wide like this. because it's just going to get in the way and covering your ears. Unless you're Dumbo and you've got like very big ears. So let's have a go at that next. Just going to gather it in with single thread. Okay, just connecting my thread back up, and on the wrong side I'm just going to do a little kind of a tacking thread, catches the threads in through from one end to the other end. That's it, to gather it up. And then we're going to go along a little way. Just going to do the same again. We're just creating a narrower section. Don't want to risk cutting it. And you'll see basically what we're doing is creating a narrow area like we did on this band to go under your ears. On that blue band, most people would want more elastic than that and a longer band. But I've got quite a small head and my hair's quite fine, sparse, so I get away with a smaller headband and I don't need that much stretch. Anyway, back to this one. So what we're doing, you can see I'm just running a running thread from one end, from this side to this side, pulling all this in on this wrong side. So you want a load of stitches on the right side when it's done. And it also kind of, bear in mind, you might gather it in to be slightly smaller as well in circumference. So we need to do the same each side. I'm just going to do this side and have a little try of it then to see how far I need to go. And the last threads will kind of not pull in quite as much, but I think we need to do to the end of there probably. You get the idea, you've got quite a narrow area there to go in the nape of your neck. Okay, so you'll see I've done that half, and it's important you don't have it so tight that it's kind of like that, ruffled up. Ease it out like that, and then this last bit is going to be more relaxed because we don't want it to be, a gradual change, a gradual increase in size out to the full band size. Then, but carry on supporting this with your little tacking threads to get it to the kind of, keep it in the shape that you want, just there, and then come back on yourself. And then you do the same from the centre, the other side. You see how you're creating this narrow area by just hand sewing. Okay, I've finished sewing that. That's right way out. You've got the narrow area there, but it is still, it's slightly big on me, only a little bit. But when I was adjusting the length for the height, for the fit, I didn't want to cut through half for one. I didn't kind of want to cut through half in case that unravelled. So I've gone for the bigger fit, and I think I'm now going to run a little bit of shirring elastic through by hand just to pull this in just slightly. Okay, let's try putting this shirring elastic through. We need to kind of secure it at one end, and I can knot it up when I come back through, back along. I'm using a white shirring elastic so it blends in easier. But I just need to pull it in slightly. Didn't think I was going to have to. Thought I'd be fine to leave it as it is, but it's not quite. So we'll just go through with the shirring elastic to give me a little bit of stretch so it pulls in. It's just slightly loose. I wouldn't have needed to do this had I have been able to trim it to the right length. I knew it was slightly loose, but I know that gathering it, supporting it like this can sometimes pull it in a bit, but it didn't when I wanted it to. Okay, that's one layer. I'm going to go around along the edge. Oh no, I'm going to come this way, in the middle. Do the middle. Just pull it in a bit for me. It's a very simple hairband to make. The other one, as I say, was made from a bit of material when I trimmed the fabric off. And being on is short, I often trim things, the bottom off things, but I don't wear hairbands that often. It's only if I'm going on holiday in the bright sun or something like that. Okay, that's pulling it in. You see? Just giving that bit of stretch. Right, that seems to be it. Let's just fasten it off. Fasten it off pretty much in the same way I did the cotton, but I'll tie it in a little knot as well. There we are. I'll see what it's like now. See what it's like for fit. Okay, tried it on. It fits. Feel a bit hippie-ish in this. So let's go. Peace, man. But seriously, I really like this. And it's very comfortable. The elastic at the back. And it's soft. Pulling it in makes all the difference, because if you left it this width, it would just be holding your hair up at the back. So you do need to pull it in a bit, but you see how simple it is just to do a hand sewn little hairband from something like this, some stretch lace or even ordinary lace, because you could always pull it in with a bit of shirring elastic if you needed to. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I think I'm not going to be altering the shirt dress that I said I was going to be doing, not yet, because I've not got time to do it before my holiday. But I am going to do a simple reduction in size of a white linen dress, which just involves me doing 2 little seams at the side, just at the under the arms. Very simple. I think I shall do that next. And that's it before my holiday. On holiday, we're going to be videoing. We're going on a cruise, and we're going to be doing some video in some of the areas we're going to, because we found there was a shortage of videos for some of the areas that we were visiting. So we're probably going to be doing that as well. Okay, I will see you soon.